everyone, and welcome to 1923 Main Street, where pavement, powder, and perfect swells combine with travel style every week. I'm your host, Mike Belobradic, and today, surfing t-shirts and hoodies. When did they first start? Let's take a look at the history and style behind the surfing t-shirt and hoodies, and really the soul of surf culture. You know, for anyone who surfs, if you surf, or if you're thinking about surfing, and you should definitely try it at least once, you know, or you will soon find out, it's more than just a sport. You know, surfing's a lot of things to a lot of people, including the anticipation of what each session may bring, that rush of that perfect wave, or that perfect wave you didn't catch even, and of course the salty breeze in the air. Some days that's all you're going to get, but it's also about freedom. And surfing t-shirts and hoodies, they have become visual markers of the whole lifestyle that surrounds riding waves. Here at 1923 Main Street, we design gear that really moves from your beach bonfire to the boardwalk after your session in comfort and style. So it's probably no surprise that we love to talk about surf style and really the style behind all the different products that we create here and how they have evolved over the years, because there are some amazing influences and there's a little bit of all of it that we see today. So where did surf tees first come from? They were a cultural wave, you could say, from the very beginning. You ever wonder where they came from? Well, of course, surfing's roots can be traced all the way back to the Polynesian culture, but modern surf lifestyle and clothing really got its start in California and Australia in around the mid-20th century. At that time, early surf graphics captured the endless summer spirit. They were often screen printed on soft cotton tees, and that really reflected this carefree culture of the beach life. But these tees pretty quickly became part of the identity of surfers worldwide. They were sort of like wearable postcards of the vibe, attitude, and the joys of ocean life in different places. So what makes a great surfing t-shirt or hoodie? When it comes to what goes into making a great one, there are a few things that really matter. And we all have different tastes when it comes to the graphics and styles, but there are some common denominators that we always look to as starting points when we're doing 1923 Main Street surfing collections. And of course, probably one of the most dominant ones is ocean-inspired graphics. Now, surf tees are inspired by just about anything ocean. Everything from waves to palm trees, sea creatures, sunsets, surfboards, whatever it is, it's often the island vibe on a tee. And these designs capture motion or movement. Sometimes you'll see stylized swells or rippling typography. Those are popular because they have visual harmony with the surf culture. But it's not all about the ocean. Just like with skateboarding tees that we talked about a couple of episodes back, surf tees can be fun, facetious, and a little in your face at times even, especially in more recent years. There's something for everyone, just like the boards we ride. Let's talk about color now. Color, obviously a wide spectrum, but surf apparel often leans into a few specific things. Ocean blues and turquoise hues obviously is a big one. Sunset gradients, pinks, oranges, golds, really popular. And natural neutrals like sands, driftwoods, reef green, those sorts of colors. These all celebrate a beach palette at the highest level, and they always look great when they're given a distressed look as well. Which, I mean, I like distressed tees, not all the time, but I do like them. Next, and equally important, if not the most important, one could argue, is comfort first. I mean, this is surfing after all. From t-shirts for warm days and hoodies for cool nights, comfort is essential in good surf casual wear. And that's why surf tees are almost always made from lightweight cotton or cotton blends and breathable cuts. Hoodies and sweatshirts, on the other hand, they're made for a little more warmth after the ocean breeze cools after dusk, at dusk. But they still need to be comfy and cozy as well. And let's not leave out quality. I mean, look at salt water and sun, as we know, they're particularly tough on everything, and that includes clothing. So we ensure our tees and all good surf tees should be made from durable, quality fabrics that can stand up to repeated wear and the elements, washes, and your evolutions in style as well. So maybe graphics that don't date. I mean, nothing lasts forever, but getting your apparel to well-worn status, I think is something almost all of us love. You know, you have that one that you only wear on special occasions because it's just about to fall apart. You know what I'm talking about. We all have one of those. And speaking of all of us, there are men and women, of course, and men's and women's surf apparel. There are some differences. Our tastes and style preferences differ as well. I mean, there are a lot of unisex designs in surfwear, but there are some that skew one way or another. So let's talk about those differences. Men's surf tees and hoodies, really the traditional relaxed fit for airflow, movement, and style. Bold graphic placement, maybe a little bit more leans to the men's side with beach-centric motifs, and hoodies sized for layering over board shorts or tees, that type of look. Women's surf tees, I mean, women love that as well, but they also have tees and hoodies that have a few different elements. Tailored fits that balance freedom and shape. Unique graphic layouts and lighter or pastel color combos are popular and common on the women's side, as well as options for crop tees, tank tops, soft mid-weight hoodies, those sorts of things. So there are some differences between the two. And at 1923 Main Street, we design women's surf gear with both flexibility and style in mind, because every female surfer deserves apparel that feels like it's made for her, and not just gear that's sized down from the men's style. Unless you want that, we have that too. Now, surf culture and surf design through the decades, it's pretty fun to look back. The concepts have remained fairly fluid over the years when it comes to tee graphics, but there have been some era variations. If we go back to the 1960s and 70s, really the dawn of the surf tees, in this era, surfing t-shirts were often tied to music, beaches, surf movies that were super popular at that time. Then as we moved into the 80s and 90s, a lot of the iconic surf brands that we know today, they emerged in bigger numbers, and graphic exploration pushed surf style right into the mainstream. For better or worse, that's when it broke through. And today, the global surf look, surf apparel blends classic vibes with modern expression, meaning that, your tee is as much a statement about you as is your stance. And there's a little bit of everything out there in surfing apparel now, which means you can always find something that matches your personal style. So there you have it, a quick look back at where surfing t-shirts and hoodies and graphic apparel first came from and where they are today, and a little bit of the thought process that goes into surf tees as we make them and others do as well. So thanks as always for listening. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. Visit us in the shop at 1923mainstreet.com. We will see you again next week, and as always, roam freely and ride boldly.